Welcome guys, I'm Ben. Today we're going to be talking about the state of the market and whether or not we're going to see potential further upside. Which coin do you think is next? Comment below and we can have a little chat about it. It'd be really interesting to see you guys think is the next hot topic. Don't forget to subscribe and stick around for the secret sauce in the middle of this video. Well, everyone's been worried about this 40% pullback. XRP has been absolutely flying up to new heights, or at least for the last 3 years or so. With such a level of ferocity, you might think that it's just won a court battle against his ex-wife for the house and the kids. Well, you'd be close. With new updates in the SEC suit against Ripple, we can see that we now have support regarding acquisition of those two documents on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in this Decrypt article titled Ripple Wins Ruling to Expose SEC Docs on Bitcoin and Ethereum. In brief, Ripple won a discovery motion. The SEC must hand over documents related to its internal thinking on crypto assets. Since December, Ripple Labs has been fighting a $1.3 billion case brought against it by the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, which accuses the digital payments company of offering an unregistered security in the form of its native XRP token. The company today won a discovery ruling that will require the SEC to hand over its internal documents about Bitcoin and Ethereum. As a result, the general public may soon get a peek behind the curtain of the SEC, which has been historically tight-lipped about crypto's regulatory status. On March 15th, Ripple Labs, along with its co-defendants, CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chairman Chris Larsen, filed a motion to compel the SEC to produce documents regarding the SEC's communication about Bitcoins and Ethereum, or its internal communications about XRP. For almost a decade, the SEC watched as XRP grew and developed, all while issuing no formal guidance that its sales may be illegal. It wrote in the March 15th file. The SEC did, however, announce that the sales of two similar digital assets, Bitcoin and Ether, were not securities offering. The SEC, through public comments from both former Chairman Jay Clayton and former Director of Enforcement William Hinman, has made it known that it doesn't consider Bitcoin and Ethereum, the largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, to be securities. So the general state of play at the minute. So in the past couple of weeks, 3 or 4, people have been freaking out looking for this 40% dip. In previous cycles gone, these were common. However, we haven't really had any of these since we broke the 20,000 level. We were waiting about 40,000 for this to happen, and it didn't. And we're now waiting again. But maybe we're not anymore. See, now I think personally that we've had that little lull, and now we're looking for further upside. Okay, so it's time for the secret sauce. The secret sauce. Now I'm going to keep this as simple as possible, right? And there's not going to be much explaining. If you want me to explain further in the comments, please leave me comments. But generally, this is how I'm going to explain it. The secret sauce is all about finding the patterns with the rounded bottoms. This is exactly the pattern that played out in the 2016 to 2017 bull run. This is the exact pattern that's going to play out this time if historical data rings true. It might not, but at the same time, it's been working thus far. So what I'm suggesting is that we can and have been able to spot the parabolic increases coming in such cryptocurrencies by looking at the chart data. By looking for the patterns with the rounded bottoms, we can identify which cryptocurrencies are going to explode, how far up to should they get before going into price discovery, and what potential returns you can get from investing in them. Now this is different for each crypto, and not all cryptos have this rounded bottom pattern, but where it does occur, it meets these criteria. It goes from the swing high to the swing low, has a period of consolidation, returns to the previous all-time high, breaks the all-time high, and enters price discovery. Now the amount that it's going to increase in price in the price discovery period is not a set amount. I can't say, I would just be speculating. It depends on external circumstances, what's going on in the world, innovations, technology, stuff like that. But what I can tell you is it worked for Bitcoin last year, it's worked for Ethereum already, and it's worked for ADA as well. So let me just run you through. I'll show you a couple of examples of where we are in certain graphs, how you might want to go looking about for different cryptocurrencies. So when we're looking at these, what I'm looking at is where the price is today relative to the previous all-time high. If it's above it, then we're about to enter price discovery, which means we'll probably have some massive increases over the next 12 months. And if it's not yet there, it means that it's got to get to it before it can go to price discovery. Now, is it necessarily going to go to all-time high? No. But I think the chances are, more likely than not, it will get back to its previous all-time high. So we can start to look at what sort of gains we might achieve if that were to happen. So let's take XRP for an example. Let's assume that it's at $1 just to make it nice, easy maths. If we're looking at $1 and we're looking at the XRP previous all-time high being about $3.50, we can see that we've got a 3.5x before it meets all-time high. Do we think it will meet all-time high as it did before? Yeah, we do. It did with Bitcoin, it did with Ethereum, it did with ADA. It's just XRP's turn next. Or maybe not next, but it's XRP's turn. I believe it will go to its all-time high. I believe there will be price discovery afterwards, so I'm going to act as such. So my personal prediction for the next 4 weeks is I'd expect to see some big green candles. I can't say which ones, but we can say which ones have the furthest to go to their all-time highs and the most potential upside with the least downside risk. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. We will have the next one coming soon, which will be my $1 million formula. This will be my formula on how I plan to get $1 million in the year 2021. Will it work? Who knows? But you can watch me crash and burn along the way, and at least that'll be semi-music.